Now, there's a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. I want to talk a little bit about your stance on AI art. I don't know how any volunteers, you know, what's your stances
Talking about this.
on AI art? Give us, some charge links.
Tap in.
Go ahead, tap in. What's your stance? Challenge.
Okay, AI, of course, has been a hot topic in every genre, every area, no different with art. I think out of everybody, artists are the most ticked off about AI art because right now, everybody's an artist. Everybody's an AI artist. It's everywhere. It's all over social media. And a lot of people don't realize, where does that art come from? AI cannot create. It's not a human mind. It can only generate. What is it generating? Where is it getting the art from? So that's the big issue in the art world, but it just keeps getting more and more and more complex.
No, there's these programs that will create images like you're talking about, like a Mid-Journey. Imagine I'll figure out some of the.
Is it coding? Is it creating?
Well, no, I'm agreeing, right? They're scraping and putting a compilation together and present it to you as something they created. ChatGPT is another one. There's more writing, where you can actually input things that are from you. So I have a slightly different stance. As a writer, I have experiences that nobody else has experienced. So I'll input first. So I know how to use. So I'll input. I'm trying to create this idea. These are some of my experiences. I actually had it help me outline, my coaching memoir, and some of my journals are 100% progenitor from my heart, mind, and experience. Is that different?
I like ChatGPT. But I also know, like I said, there are people out now who identify as AI artists. And their thing is the prompts. So specific prompts. One girl even just did a book on what prompts to use. And it's selling. Because people are really interested in this. Like I said, it's a very famous, I won't say famous, I'll say popular person in Chicago that's doing it now. And it's amazing to me because it looks so, because I've explored different platforms of it, I can tell when it's AI.
I can always.
Because it's always just, it looks,
the dead eyes. And
yeah. Six fingers, 2 ears.
On the AI corner.
Yeah, where the extra arm come out.
And they just so brown. Look at my art.
Oh, yeah.
And see, that's another thing. People have said they were digital artists. That's not what a digital artist is. So I need you out to Google digital artists.
And graphic art.
Graphic art.
I mean, the programs are getting better. They're fixing the hands. They're getting better at,
But that's still
the industry.
Artists because you're entering prompts.
But prompts is becoming the new coding.
That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
They've cut out.
You don't have to learn coding anymore. You tell AI to do it for you.
They've artificially eliminated the learning curve, so you can prompt or create and put it out. There's literally no gatekeepers necessary. Is it too open? It's Wild West out.
It's funny that you mentioned that. If I could tap in on that, right now, one of the things that hasn't been, it's not a new thing to the music industry. It's using AI and digital platforms and using AI, especially in sound recording and mixing. I know one of the things that we see in a lot of studios, or more upgraded studios that have AI technology running, it's you don't have a real need for sound engineers. Our jobs is just to press the button to make sure that the machine starts running. A lot of the things in the studio that are running AI are already set up to where there's an algorithm of top songs from Jay-Z to Taylor Swift that it's picked up frequencies and read them, and it's pretty much giving averages on these frequencies and such, to where the program knows all you have to do is tell it what genre of music and the sound you want and such, and already you have a radio-ready, clear sounding song based off of that. So for a lot of companies that tell you to send us this, we'll master it for you, we'll charge you $35 a song, it's a guy pressing a button and waiting 12 seconds. That's what I pay for.
Well, I tell you what, producers love AI. You know, you talking about cutting down time, cutting down costs, similar quality. You know what I mean? Not having to deal with personalities. Like these are producers' dream. That's why they're kind of bypass. They're putting it out there. There's no guardrails, and these things are already hitting your TV screens. They're already hitting your movie screens. So something that you're enjoying, or at least the new generation, you know, who doesn't have that same type of like nostalgia of like, you know, I had to learn how to do this. They should have to, you know, do it too. There is none of that. They're enjoying the movie, and it's 3D art. It's high level, and it's fast, quick. You know, we got a producer in the back.
I got a question.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? And this would be an answer. And maybe you folks should even outdo it. What are your thoughts on people who are AI artists winning awards?
I think it's disrespectful.
We fight.
What I'm just Tool just did this event, Rock Band Tool. For people listening who are familiar, they just did a contest where they had people like do like submissions and stuff, and the one that won was an AI, and everybody was mad because you watch one that was actually created and they're great, and then you see this AI thing and it's like, I'm not gonna call it bad, but it's not, to your point of view again, it's not comparable, you know. So
I remember a couple of seasons ago, people was telling me that art is subjective. So, now is so if it's subjective and the Facebooks are going crazy because I'm in a lot of comic book groups, right? So the digital artist is guard like no AI, right? You got to sign no AI. You got some cat talking about, you know, what you think of my new character, and everybody's like, it's AI. You got groups now that are protecting their voices. So we, you know, black comic creators. So AI art coming up. You got people going, and the administrators like, we'll kick you out of this group if you don't respect this AI art. So to answer your question, it's like if people out on the sidelines complaining because the movement is gone, and you can be complacent about it, but it's gonna move on without you unless you learn.
I want to learn how to create.
Learn where you place in it.
Let me
learn how to actually create the AI platform.
But the key word you said in art is subjective is subject. AI is its own subject. AI art should have its own category, compete against each other. You don't typically put a digital artist up against an oil painter. It happens in some big gallery showings where there's a lot of different styles if there's a like artist award, but it's not as common. So categorize it. You don't mix boxing with MMA. Like, put it in its place. I do think it should be respected as an art form because, like you said, someone just wrote a whole book on this new language that is becoming like this coding language called prompts. Because anybody can get in there and write a few things and they end up generating all the same stuff. It all looks alike. You see it all over Facebook, Instagram, every day. But to really learn the language is going to be at the level of coding one day. Put it in its own category.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm fascinated with that kind of stuff. So I think want to learn how to actually work behind the scenes and create the AI platform.
But, you know, we start to get into whether, as a producer, we start to get into whether it's useful versus whether it's ethical. And that's the next topic is, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.